What's going on, guys? Today I've got the darton out and I finally put a string on it. When I ordered the string, it was 60 bucks on the darton and it was the wrong string, so I waited 3 weeks for a wrong string. So I took the old Browning string off my Browning, which is like a 35, and I put it on the darton, just so I'd have something to shoot with the darton. I've got the Easton Genesis V2s on there right now to test it out, and this is the first shot of the day, guys. Okay, all right, ready? Here we go. Oh. All right, guys, this is extremely hard to pull back on this because I didn't adjust it at all. I got a new stand for there for my target. As you can see on there, it's one of those fold-out chair ones that collapses, so I'm going to use that. It brings it up a little bit more than that little crate I had. Let's see, what else did I do? Kids are screaming in the background. Don't mind that. I got one of these things. I know they're for like probably golf clubs or something, but I bought it like a couple dollars at the thrift store, right? And what's good about this, is I can fit my caddy, the whole caddy, in this and carry it instead of lugging my caddy around by hand. All right. I also went to the flea market, roaming around. Yep, I got another one. Okay. It's a PSE Grand Sport graphite. It's got 31 draw, 60 peak weight, 715 on the cables, and like I said, it's a PSE. It doesn't have the drawstring, but it does have, the cable rod. I got to put a cable rod slider on there, and it's got the lay down type arrow rest, so that's not too bad. I need to stick a stabilizer on there, but it's okay. I haven't adjusted it or nothing because there's no drawstring on it. I'm gonna see if my 35s will fit on it. I'm not sure. On these old vintage PSEs, they say it depends on the bow and how your setup is, right? Because if you have it set up differently with the wrong string, it will be very, very, very hard to pull back. Okay, so, or you can do damage, whatever. But this is another purchase I got. Yeah, so I'm just getting old bows and then redoing them, refixing them, fixing them up. So this is the darton that I got, and I finally put a string on. And as you can see, the PSE, which I just got today, is the same size as the darton. So I'm thinking that 35s will fit on this. In the manual it says it depends on the all these little things or whatever, but I'm believing, since this came off my Browning string, this string came off my Browning and it fits on my darton, so I'm thinking it will fit on this too, because there, as you go by the teardrops or whatever, the pairs, it fits. So there's that. I haven't been shooting at all. It's been a rough week at work, and yeah, I haven't been doing anything, guys. Anything. I've been lazy, but I've been wanting to messing around with my car a little bit, make sure it's good. I've had to put some battery shims on the terminals on my car because I noticed they slide around too much, even though you got it as tight as you can on the battery terminals. I know I'm bouncing around, but I just put some shims on the battery posts and tighten it back up, and it's solid. So these little things pop up, but here you go. You got a V2 Easton arrow, and I only got a couple of Genesis arrows because I don't have a Genesis bow, so I just use them basically for practice, starting up before I practice, because see, it's got that kind of arrowhead on it. It's fixed, and you can't change them out without damaging the arrow, I imagine. I don't know. But anyway, oh my goodness, guys. And that's shooting off to the left. Okay, I really do, you know, with this new string on there, I really do have to adjust, you know, the brace height, which I haven't done with this. I just wanted to see if it'd shoot. You know, it does pretty good. Like I said, I can't shoot the PSE because it doesn't have a drawstring. But I got my favorite bow down here, and we're just gonna do what we do. So I brought 3 bows down today. Yeah, and oh yeah, and another thing I did put on the Darton. If you look at the front, I did put a stabilizer on the front of the Darton. I'm just laying my bows on the ground, but I did put a stabilizer on the Darton. You know, because I believe it's going to need it, because it's got a kind of a recoil like the Browning does. It's got a strong recoil. I guess you can adjust that if you wanted to. You know, I am going to adjust the brace height because I don't want to, you know, have to throw my back out trying to pull the string back. Anyways, it's been a long time, guys. Oh. But the scenery has changed a little since I last came out here, you know. It's been, what, a couple weeks or so? If you notice, the trees are a little bare where all the leaves are falling on the ground and stuff, and you know, the ground's covered. You know, I know I noticed these things, but yeah. It's gotten colder, and you know, winter is upon us, coming up. Fall. Oh my goodness. It's been a long time, guys. Alrighty, I got my favorite bow set up with the carbon destroyers, DS destroyers, you know, and I always forget the spines and stuff, but I think it's a 350 spine. You know, I've went over it so many times I forget sometimes. Yeah, and that's closer to the center than my other shots, but you know, like I said, I haven't shot that Darton. You know, I only shot in fired that Darton a few times before I changed the string out, and then I had to wait 3 weeks for that string to come in, which was the wrong string. So there's that. Yeah, there's that. But it's okay. I do have some Browning strings that will fit that. I know I do, because you know, it's the same size as my Browning, so everything will work out. You know, I just have another bow. That's it. Yeah, I'm gonna probably since I'm acquiring all these bows all the time, I'll probably end up donating, you know, or giving away, or you know, my youth bows, you know, so the younger people can play with them, and because I have no use for them right now, and the short arrows, they're useful. You know, when I started, that's what I started with, but I'm gonna probably donate them. Those two bows and all the arrows that go with it. I don't know what the policy is on donations when you have like something like that, like arrows and stuff, but I'll have to look it up because I don't want to do anything that's, you know, get me in trouble. Anyways, and I do like that stand over there. Okay, it's one of the, it's just a fold out chair. Okay guys, it's got the wicker top and a fold out legs that you pull this retractable thing and it folds the legs in, and that would be easier for me to carry all the time instead of lugging out, you know, a big crate all the time. There's that. Oh, you guys don't know, I've been waiting to fire this bad boy. You know, the Darton, I mean, I fired a couple shots with it. I have to adjust that brace height because, you know, when you put different strings on there, you have to adjust the brace height to the string you put on, you know. Because since I get older vintage bows, sometimes, you know, they're adjustable on the, you know, on the pull and stuff. When you have a bow, right, it's usually adjusted to you, your personal self. So if somebody else uses it, it'll be different for them. It's, you know, they adjust it to you, but that's what I do. I adjust it to myself because I'm the one that does that. I don't take it to a shop. I do it myself. So, you know, I've got stuff that I can, you know, bend my bow and put my string on and all that without it slapping me in the face and all that goodness. Okay, yeah, and that's the center. You see that? Another thing with the stand, I know it's just little simple things and small things, but like on the crate I had before, and when you hit it, it tends to rock the target, and I don't think this one does as much. I do have straps if I have to strap it down to the, you know, the stand. I'm so extra that way. Yeah. Anyway. I'm off to the left today. It's been a while since I've done anything. But, trying to get back into it, you know. But things happen. You know, cars tear up and stuff happens. And I'm still at my hobbies. Even though I haven't made like, I haven't made a video in a while, so, you know, I think the last one I did was like a music, you know, thing I threw together. But like I said in a video, a couple videos back, you know, everybody has lives, and you know, I don't do this for money, so it's my hobby. So I do it on my spare time. You know, I try to keep a schedule where I practice and stuff. Try to do it every day, but you know how that works out. Ooh, and that is off to the left. I'm shooting off to the left today. Have to adjust myself. Yep. Oh yeah. And I'm just firing these bad boys today, the DS destroyers, because, you know, I basically retired those orange ones that I had before, the 400 spines. I like the 340 or 350 rather. Okay, anyways. Well, that one flipped out. I must have hit the other arrow, but anyways. Hope you guys are doing okay. What to talk about, guys? I don't know. I've just been wanting to get out here. Anyways, here you go. Set up today. Yep. Oh yeah, it's off to the side. I'm gonna get my arrows, and that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. I don't know if I said it, I did bring out a lot of arrows, but I'm just using the destroyers. Anyways. Concentrating, guys, I'm concentrating. And see, my cap matches my little knocks on my arrow. I'm color coordinated today. If I could be better at shooting it, firing a little bow. Not mad, guys, not mad. Trying to arrange my time so I can have practice times, you know? And I'm moving slightly in. It's starting to get into the center. Oh yeah. And I got like I think it's a 2 and a 3-year-old grandchild up there. Two boys. They're making a little noise in the background, so that's what that is. Okay, anyways. peaceful zone, guys. My peaceful zone. Oh, except for that one. That one went over the wood pile. I gotta go get it. Okay, pause. Well, guys, I lost that arrow somewhere. It's in that wood pile somewhere. Even though there's not trees on the leaves on the trees and stuff, it's hard to find them. It'll probably turn up sometime, but I lost one today, okay? Anyways, I guess I'll manage. I got a lot of arrows, but it kind of irritates me when I lose one. But like I said, there's nothing back there to injure anyone, so it's just lost somewhere in that wood pile down there. And I didn't want to sit here for 2 hours looking for it, so there you go. And like I said, my grandchild's children in there screaming and stuff. Anyway. I had to turn my head around. I keep knocking my string and stuff. That's my excuse. My hat knocked the string. That's why I didn't get a bullseye. That's a good excuse, isn't it? Alright. And it is windy out here a little bit, if you can notice the trees moving around. So I hadn't compensated for that. You know, and I do watch other people's archery videos, and I watch a lot of them, you know, and I see them and they play music when they're doing the archery video, you know. And for me, I'm sorry, it distracts me. Like, I think it would be a distraction to have the music in my archery videos, you know, so that's why I don't do it. Usually I might do it at the beginning or the end of the video, but during the video, like some people put music in there, I don't do that, so I'm sorry if I'm boring, but it's just preference, okay? Alright. And that is right in the bullseye. Slowly getting back in there. This one's missing the fletching, so that's okay. Like I said, I got tons of them in the house I can repair. I don't know if I say it in this video, but I always say it. I repair my arrows and stuff. And I believe that stand's going to be better than the other one. You know, that's what I always believe. I'm trying to progress, you know, and get better. Hopefully, you know, my ability to shoot the arrow gets better too, you know. A couple days I wanted to go, like last week I wanted to go out and, you know, shoot my arrows and stuff for practice, but it was raining. I still wanted to go out there and do it, you know, because like if you're a hunter, you know, hunting, you would go out there in the rain anyway, right? But since I just shoot at targets, you know, I still like to, you know, be authentic and shoot in the rain. But anyways. Better. That one's better. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later, okay? Just checking in on you, and thanks for watching, guys. All right, bye.